Hello friends, it is Sunday and we are ready to get things done. We got the last of the March collection soaps cut and filmed, which means I can really dive into video editing this coming week and try to knock out the last couple videos as quickly as possible because I have a lot going on. Kat has product photos to do today. All the soaps are already beveled. All of the sample bars have already been put in their containers and labeled. That's looking good. And what I plan on doing today is running down to Harbor Freight and picking up an impact wrench so that way I can take the tires off the back of my car and Kat can teach me how to replace the brakes and the rotors, which I've never done before, but Kat has. So it's gonna be a good learning session, I think. And the clips before this would have been from Stockton Con, which was a couple of weeks ago now. A little bit of a time gap between then and now. But the con went really well. Here are the numbers for how things went in terms of our cost for booth, our cost for parking, how much we made in sales, so our total profit at the end, not counting how much I would normally be like factoring in paying myself for being there, because I was there for a total of like 7 hours each day for 2 days. So I like to think about that cost. It currently doesn't really even out, but you know, that's how things went at Stockton Con. I have over 2,000 boxes in production right now. We need more boxes. Our usual supplier is doing a round of 500 for us. Those are a little bit quicker. And then I have a new supplier that I've been working with for the last couple weeks that I'm ordering 2 sizes of boxes with, our usual size box and then slightly larger boxes for the frosted soaps. And that box has been redesigned. The old frosting box was too big, so this new box is going to be a better fit, I think. But those are going to probably be like at least a month out before I see those. That's why we need the quicker ones from our usual supplier. So things are looking good there, but let's go get some stuff done for the car. Replace your own brakes, they said. It'll be easy, they said. 4 trips to the tool store later, and we're finally done. This was supposed to take like max 2 hours. No, bitch, we've been doing this for like 3 or 4. I'm so done. But in the future, it will never take that long ever again.
Well, yeah, because that first one took 2 hours. That second one took what?
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Carthulu's brakes and rotors have been replaced. Obligatory rotor tax. Here's one. Here's the other. They definitely needed to be replaced. This is the state of my brake pads. Yeah. Woo! So I have now purchased sockets for lug nuts, an impact wrench. This was on sale. The trolley jack was on sale for $40, and we got the tire chucks, and Kat went and got another socket set and a caliper spreader because the calipers needed to be spread, which honestly sounds like a sex thing, but here we are. But my brakes are working fantastic now, which is awesome. I think I don't want to do anything with the car for a while. You know what's really great? I went to turn the car on to go take it on a quick test drive and test the brakes. The low oil sign came on. Of course it did. I don't want to do anything else with the car today though. I'm done with the car. I'm sweaty and I have other things to do, so I'd rather do that. Good morning, it's Tuesday. I am at the post office. We're gonna be dropping off a couple of packages. There have been a lot of orders over the last week or so. Shopify has this thing called Collective, where there's 2 sides to it. There's Collective and then there's Collective Supplier. We're on Collective Supplier, so that means that people with Shopify sites can add our products to their site and basically sell our products for us, which is cool. We pay them a commission to do it, and it's a whole thing. So there is a shop that is queer themed that has a bunch of our stuff on their site, and we've had a bunch of orders through that. So that's been really exciting. I've had to do a whole bunch of orders. It's very strange this close to launch day to have this many orders. Normally orders really slow down before launch day. Launch day is this Friday, so we are in launch week. So I have a couple of orders to drop off, and then I need to go over to our printer and drop off our sticker paper to get the stickers for the soap boxes for this collection, as well as I already have the stickers designed for the April collection, which is Kat's birthday month collection. So I'm just going to get them all printed since I have them. And then I'm going to go back home and get some video editing done and contemplate whether or not I want to go to Restaurant Depot today, because I have so many soaps I need to remake. A lot of core lineup soaps that I need to redo, not just for general restocking, but because I am going up to Oregon in April for Mid-Valley Comic Con, or Mid-Valley Art and Comic. I forget the thing. I'll put it here. There it is. I'm going to be up there in April, and with the way that I've been doing our vendor layout, I want to make sure that I've got enough soaps for that, and just in general, it's good to have lots of the core lineup soaps available and ready, so I really need to do that, but we're a little low on materials. I think I need olive oil and coconut oil especially. I think I'm pretty good on most of the rest of it, but I need those things. And my mom has been wanting to get out of the house since her surgery, and she has not really had the chance to go wander around Restaurant Depot, so I think I might see about going to do that with her. I have been working a lot at my parents' office, and I'm still technically working part-time, but I am so tired by the end of the day, and I think that's because I'm realizing that compared to my previous job, doing taxes is significantly more like mentally, what's the word? Requires a lot more mental energy than my old job. My old job, I could sort of like mentally check out for long periods of time, but I really can't do that doing other people's taxes. It's just not really a thing you can do. Very different from the customer service job that I was doing before, especially doing it over the phone. So this is in person. This is very different. So I have a lot to do today, and I have been really struggling with getting video editing done on not only here on the vlog, but over on the main channel as well, and that is furthering into my ability to do like short format content. So I'm really glad that I'm doing the taxes, because having the extra money, knowing that my severance with my old job ends in June, and I don't know when I'm gonna have another full-time job, I want to make sure I have enough money to like pay my bills and stuff, because the business does not pay my bills, not even close. There is a small part of me in terms of like the business that is regretting the taxes a little bit, because it's eating up so much of my time. It's good, like, don't get me wrong, and especially Mom, if you're watching this, don't feel bad. This is the choice I made. I knew what I was doing. But I cannot focus on the business the way that I would like to. But that's just sort of the nature of things right now. I'm sure you all understand. You're not like dying because you're not getting reels or shorts or whatever from us, but I just don't have the time. I am barely making it through with regular full channel videos, and we missed production day. Production day was supposed to be 2 days ago on Sunday, and it just completely slipped my mind, and Kat wasn't ready with all their embeds and stuff anyway. So I got all of the 3D printing they needed done for their embeds, and I'm going to harass them to get those finished. But this weekend I also got all of the social media posts in terms of like stills done. So I still have a bunch of stuff I need to do, but it's something. We're getting somewhere. It's progress. So I need to go finish all these chores. I will try to check in again soon. A bitch is busy. Thank you. Hi, it's Thursday night on launch week, and I have only just had the brain capacity to realize that I am completely out of boxes. Not shipping boxes, soap product boxes. These. So all of the Mystic Outland soaps are going to have to go in the eco-enclosed bags that we had to put a couple of the Edward soaps from last month's collection in. Everything else had boxes. It was like 4 bars of Edward were in these bags, which is not ideal because, you know, my brand, I have branding I have worked very hard on, and I like them to be in their boxes. So here's what happened. Back in February, I started talks with a new manufacturer in China, and they're very highly rated, lots of protections and everything, you know, not anything of an issue. It's very standard to order overseas for custom packaging. There's not a lot of that happens here in the US. So we had a manufacturer we've been using for years to get our boxes printed, but it's a little expensive, and I thought, well, what if I go straight to a manufacturer? Because to be perfectly honest, the one we've been working through, I'm pretty sure is a middleman for a company like that. We won't get into the details, but I got an order placed. I spent a little over $800 ordering 2,000 boxes. All well and good, that's totally fine. I expected that to take a certain amount of time, plus coming from China, it would need to either be flown pretty expensively over here, or it would have to go on a boat for like 2 to 3 weeks and then get through customs once it got here. That's fine. It's all well and good. I'm getting the boxes for significantly cheaper than I was before, which is great. It's really good for our bottom line, and 2,000 boxes would last us for quite a while. That would be 1,500 boxes of the smaller size, like this one. Plus, I ordered 500 of a new version of the frosted soap box. This one is too big, basically, and I've been wanting to change it ever since I ordered it. I've only ever ordered this size once, and it took us so long to get through it, so that's why I'm only ordering 500 now, this time, of the new size, which are ever so slightly smaller and are going to fit the frosted soaps a lot better, so they're not like bouncing around in here. But 1,500 of this size, and I knew that was going to take a while. Totally fine. In my attempts to plan ahead and avoid any potential issues because of that, I went ahead and ordered 500 from our usual manufacturer, so I would avoid potentially running out of boxes. So those were paid for and printed, and were, the last I heard, on the 9th of March in QA, ready to be shipped. I haven't heard anything from my salesperson since, which is concerning that it would take that long. It doesn't normally take them that long to ship something. Current manufacturer definitely prints in Pakistan, which I think I've mentioned before in one of the vlogs when I had like a mystery package arrive. I have notifications set up with all the major shipping carriers, so if there is something coming to our house, I get a notification quite often before I get a notification from whoever I purchased from, because as soon as the shipping label gets created in, say, like FedEx's system, I get a notification. So I've had no notification at all. And if you're not familiar with your global layouts, Pakistan shares a border with Iran. And you know what's going on right now with the American government teaming up with the Israeli government to have a war in Iran. So I don't have confirmation from my supplier yet if that is the case, if that is what the holdup is. To be perfectly honest, they like to kind of pretend like they're US based. Sorry, babes, I know you're not. So I have no boxes at all. I can't pack up any of the soaps for this collection yet. Current plan, because it's small business and we pivot when there's problems. I'm pivoting. Current plan is that I'm going to pack up all of the bars as they get ordered in these, so that way I don't have to waste reprinting stickers to put them in boxes once the boxes theoretically arrive. We'll see. I don't know. I emailed my sales rep with our current manufacturer and I asked, like, hey, what's the deal? It's been a couple of weeks and you said these were ready for shipping and they haven't shipped. What's going on? So I can't pre-box anything right now. I don't know how much of these bars are going to sell, and I don't want to have to package them in the plastic and then later package them in the boxes if I don't have to. So I'm just going to put them in the plastic as ordered. In the meantime, I've gone ahead and while I was waiting for the camera battery to recharge, we got new thank you cards printed. I was low on these, so I went ahead and added all of the scratch off stickers to all of them. It's about 100, maybe even a little bit more than 100 because our printer tends to give us some extras. So these are done and ready for packaging and getting orders shipped out. Tomorrow is launch day. I am working, and Allie has an orthodontist appointment, and I'm also going to try and get together with some friends to go on a walk. So I've got a lot going on. Saturday I'm working, and then Sunday is production day for Kat's birthday month collection, which is technically a week behind. It was supposed to be last week, but I completely forgot about production day, which worked out, I suppose, because Kat wasn't really ready with embeds. So all of the 3D printed extruder discs that Kat needed have been printed and are good to go. And we're about as ready as we can be at the moment. I'm trying not to be really annoyed that I'm missing what I need. I don't know what's going on. I hope that my manufacturer tells me the details. It just kind of sucks that it's been this long and they didn't reach out. I think that's kind of the frustrating part. And I'm wondering if the larger order I placed with the new manufacturer is going to end up getting here before that other one. I doubt it, because that one has to go by boat and then get through customs. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. I don't enjoy last minute changes like this, and I'm really tired because I've been working a lot, and doing taxes takes up significantly more brain power than other things. So I think I talked about that already. Okay, I'm gonna film an explanation of this in a reel format, so that way, or a short format, whatever you want to fucking, I just want to call them reels. I'm gonna do it in a reel format, so that way I can post that on launch day and let people know what's going on, that soaps are not going to be in their usual situation. That's fun. Okay, I'm gonna get back to work. I'm technically past my cutoff time for working. It's 9. I've been trying really hard not to work past 9, but that's been really hard lately. But I have so many soaps to remake. Oh, I did go to Restaurant Depot yesterday, and I bought rice bran oil, olive oil, and coconut oil. That cost like $270. It's so expensive. Everything's so expensive. I'm becoming concerned that we might need to look into the possibility of increasing our prices. We haven't done that in years, and I've really been fighting it, but man, everything's so goddamn expensive. I don't know what else I can do. We're cutting it real close with the profit margin as it is, and it's just getting worse. When I have the time, I need to go through and update my supply system and double check how much things are costing, because it's not an insignificant expense right now. Okay, back to work. Kat's birthday month. We've gotten it done for production. It's only a week late. Kat was doing stuff. Ha. Good morning. It is Monday, and it is post-production day, which means several things. One, I have a lot of dishes to put away. I did all the dishes last night. Kat and I both did a load of dishes, getting everything all cleaned up. So there's a lot of that. I have all of yesterday's soaps for Kat's birthday month out still. I'm probably going to go ahead and pull them out of their molds and at least start getting those cleaned up. So I have some table space because I need to do a couple batches of Like My Soul. I wanted to do more than that, but I forgot that I don't have enough lye to do a whole lot of soap making today. My batch of lye that I ordered is supposed to be here tomorrow. Today, if we're lucky, the boxes will be here, the smaller order that I placed with our usual supplier, which I did hear back from them, and my theory was in fact correct that Pakistan's proximity to Iran is the reason why everything was so delayed. It is not normal for that supplier to take this long. Very unusual. So obviously outside of their scope of support here, nothing they can do about that. And I did also get confirmation from them that their staff is all safe. Everybody's okay, which is great. Really, really happy to hear that. So let's go ahead and get started on getting the table cleaned up and making some space. Well, we've run into a snag. I was just sitting down to get all prepped because I went ahead and made a bunch of lye with what lye I do have left, including enough for frosting. And Kat made me embeds. I'm like all ready to go. And I go to get the fragrance out of the cabinet and we're out. Oops. Okay, so I need to sit down with my notepad and double check what all we are needing to remake, and are we low on fragrance on anything else? Because clearly I need to place a fragrance order, and I'm annoyed. I can't believe I've done this to myself. God dang it. Okay, let's do some admin work. Well, in the meantime, I made a batch of Soft Boy, and I am trying out a new fragrance to potentially add to the core lineup. This is Eucalyptus and Spearmint. This is the first layer, and I went ahead and did a, not a mica drizzle, Jesus, what is this? A mica line. Did a mica line here, and we're gonna let that set up, and I'm gonna do a lighter green on top. And here's how the top is looking. Don't mind that color. That is certainly not permanent. That is a light green doing what light green tends to do. So we'll check back on this, and it should be looking a little better soon. All right, it's been about an hour and a half, and we are slowly de-uglifying. By tomorrow, it'll be all a nice green. And about another hour later. Kind of crazy, huh? We're almost there. I just opened up the front door to go to Costco to get some groceries, and guess what's here? The boxes! These are our custom boxes. This is the small order that I got from our usual supplier. So yes, I will be able to get everything for this collection boxed up. Yay! I'm so glad it's here. I know it's a silly thing to like really care about, but I really care about my branding, and having to put the soaps in the plastic bags, like, it's doable, and it's... But I just really want my boxes. I also got confirmation from the new supplier over in China that the boxes are done, but the big order is done, and they're arranging shipping. So I'll probably have that in 3 to 4 weeks, maybe. We'll see whether or not it gets hung up in customs in LA, but it's working out. It's working out. And I have lots of oils from going to Restaurant Depot. So once I'm through that master batch that I've got right now, I'm going to do 3 master batches worth so that I can power through all of the soaps that I need to restock. Because not only do I need to make sure I'm stocked up for the event in April, I need to make sure we're stocked up for June. So I'm going to be smart and get started on all the Pride soaps that need to be restocked like ASAP. So progress. Yes. Good morning. Here are the bars for Soft Boy, which are looking fantastic. I added extra cocoa powder this time, and I think that really worked out. I think they look great. And here are the eucalyptus and spearmint bars. Also, really pleased with how these are looking. I think unique enough from just like your standard green eucalyptus and spearmint bars, but still definitely hearkening to that being their scent. So I think they look great. They just need a name. I need something cheeky and fun. I will have to think on it. Hello, and it is Tuesday night. We just finished cutting up all of Kat's birthday month soaps, and I am loath to admit it, but this is absolutely the best bag of Richards that we've done in the entire time we've been doing this. I don't know how you're going to top it next year.
I got ideas.
I don't like the way you said that. I don't like that. It looks really good. Y'all will be able to see it at the end of April when it comes out. But yeah, good collection. Feeling pretty solid about it. We're going to clean up from filming, and then I got to run upstairs and do file management. I don't think I'm going to get any video editing done tonight because it's already almost 10. But it's going to take like another 10-15 minutes to finish cleaning up. So we're going to go do that. Thank you much. Well, this is embarrassing. This might be, honestly, the biggest mess I've ever made making soap. It's, look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh, what have I done?
You made a bigger mess than me.
So what happened is that I had a massive batch. I mean, this is a lot of soap. This is 3 whole loaves plus a mini loaf. And I was pouring into the mini loaf first because I could like tilt into that easier. So I did, and I didn't overfill it. It looked fine. And then I went to pour this next one, and it seemed to be fine from what I could tell. What I didn't know was underneath the giant container I was pouring, it had missed the middle of the mold and was pouring directly down in between the gap between the mold and the silicone liner. And I didn't realize until I was over here on this second one, and it did the same thing over here. So I poured a lot of soap down in between the silicone and the mold, and that's why you're seeing a lot of soap coming out the edges. Oh, man. Oh, it's over here, too. No. This is so much soap. Like, I had to put the whole thing down and, like, reach my hand in and, like, squish while tilting the mold to try and, like, get it to come up out between the two. Oh, my God. So, and I think while this one was pouring directly in between, it was also overflowing into here, too, because this was not overfilled when I initially did it. Oh, my God. So we're going to let this set up, and I will have to clean the majority of it after it's set up. This is so much spilled soap. It's just not worth it to try and clean it right now while it's still with, like, active lye. So I've warned the whole household, everyone knows to stay away from here, but I have made a giant mess. This is not going to be a good time for me tomorrow to clean up. Fuck. Oh, god damn it. So I am none too happy with myself, but it is what it is. I did this to take a break from all the video editing I was doing upstairs. I came downstairs and thought, I'll just make some soap real quick. Will you, Raven? Or will you just spill soap everywhere? I think I'm gonna go take a walk. And go back to video editing. God damn it. Well, here's an update. I was able to get one of them out, and these other two are stuck, and I have to figure out how I'm gonna get these out. I can't get this part out even. And this has me concerned. It should not be flaking like this. And this has me concerned, because that doesn't look right. So I think on top of also being like this, this entire thing is lye heavy. I don't know how. I don't know how. I'm so frustrated right now. This is so much soap to be wasting. I'm really goddamn annoyed. I'm not having a good soap week. I am not having a good soap week. So the Fruit Loops fragrance that I ordered arrived. I don't even want to touch it really because it leaked everywhere. The whole bag was just completely covered in fragrance oil. I could smell this before I even opened the mailbox. So I think there's still plenty in here that I can make what I need to make, but yeesh. I sent an email to Bulk Apothecary being like, hey, guys, rethink your choices. This is not a great... Like, if you guys could smell this right now, it smells so strong. I know everyone's like, oh, fragrance oil, it smells really good. Do you know how concentrated this is?
I can smell it over here.
The whole house smells like it right now. Ugh. And then Kat helped me clean out the molds. One of them was so bad I literally had to take it apart. Not my favorite option for how to handle it. I'm hoping I can get it put back together here soon. But it was so glued in there, my only option was to take it apart. So that's fun. Having a good day. And such a good day in soap making. Well, at least managed to get a couple loaves of Like My Soul, plus a batch that's going to be part of the sample packs. Or the starter packs, whatever. Fucking words. But yeah, at least got these done. So that's something. Good. Good. Something came out good. Well, that's it for this vlog. I'm traveling, so I will check in for the next one. Thanks again for hanging out. This is your hydration reminder. Make sure that you check out launch day that's happening for the Cat's Birthday Month collection. We'll see you for the next one. Bye.